The Philadelphia 76ers entered the 2024 offseason with high hopes, making waves by signing Paul George, one of the most prominent free agents available. It was a move widely celebrated by analysts and fans alike, who saw the pairing of George with Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey as a potential recipe for championship success. However, as the season progresses, this decision is shaping up to be one of the most significant missteps in recent NBA history. George's performance has been underwhelming, marred by injuries, inconsistent play, and what some fans perceive as a lack of focus on basketball. Meanwhile, the Clippers, who allowed George to walk, seem to have made the right call, using the freed-up cap space to retool their roster and remain competitive in the Western Conference. George's time in Philadelphia has been tumultuous from the start. He's appeared in only 18 games this season, averaging a career-low 16 points per game while shooting just 40% from the field and 31% from beyond the arc. His production pales in comparison to his previous all-star caliber years, leading many to question whether he can still perform at an elite level. Off the court, George has raised eyebrows by appearing more invested in his podcast than in turning the Sixers into contenders. A controversial episode even featured George clickbaiting his team's internal chemistry issues for views, an action that fans and analysts alike criticized as unprofessional and detrimental to team morale. Adding insult to injury, George's contract, worth over $200 million for the next 4 years, has locked the Sixers into what increasingly looks like a losing gamble. The team's struggles extend beyond George, but his poor play and questionable leadership have compounded the situation. Even more concerning is the fact that Tobias Harris, once a scapegoat for the Sixers' underperformance, is thriving with the Detroit Pistons, leading them to one of their best starts in years. Meanwhile, Philadelphia sits outside the playoff picture with an 11-17 record, and fans are left wondering if this iteration of the team has already reached its ceiling. For Embiid, who has spent years shouldering the burden of unmet expectations, this season feels like another wasted opportunity. With a championship window that grows narrower each year, the Sixers' investment in George could ultimately cost Embiid his best chance at a ring. While there is still time for Philadelphia to salvage its season, the signs are grim. George's apparent lack of urgency, declining athleticism, and focus on his off-court ventures make it hard to envision a significant turnaround. Unless a drastic shift occurs, the Sixers' gamble on Paul George might go down as one of the most infamous mistakes in franchise history.